All right, guys, Mikey here from Mikey's Iron Rage. And guys, we're going to do a recap of Big Ramy's 2021 Mr. Olympia performance. And I got some prejudging footage for you guys, as you can see. And I got some night show performance for you guys. Now, he definitely looked better at the night show, Big Ramy, I got to say. But in my opinion, it really could have came down to Hadi, Choopan, and Big Ramy for first and second. Then I would have thrown Brandon Curry in there for third place because I think Hadi was better than Brandon Curry and definitely more conditioned than Brandon Curry was. But I digress. Then you had fourth place Hunter Labrada and fifth place Nick Walker. Now, do you guys think if Hunter Labrada's last name wasn't Labrada, he would have placed fourth? Because obviously Nick was better. Nick was definitely better. Hunter had a fucking bubble gut with no visible cuts to the midsection, but Nick Walker had a ripped midsection. Nick Walker was just in such good condition. Him and Hadi Choopan were in great condition, I gotta say. But I don't know what the judges were looking at. Then I heard that Hadi Choopan got points deducted for using synthol in his shoulders. Meanwhile, Brandon Curry was using synthol in the arm department. Just look at when he throws up a front double bicep. The left arm is bigger than the right arm. He looked way off in the front double bicep pose. But I digress again. Now, as far as Big Ramy, he looked good, but nothing like he did last year. That's for sure. I mean, he could have been a little more conditioned. For some weird reason, his midsection looked very weird. Usually, he comes in with a nice tight midsection, but his torso actually looked longer, and he looked like he had a film of water throughout his midsection, because for a 285-pound guy, he sure does have a tight midsection. I mean, don't get me wrong, it doesn't look that bad, but I don't know. In years past, he definitely looked better, especially in the ab and thigh. Then, moving on to the thigh department, the quad department. He had no visible cuts really to the quads. No separation. Him or Brandon Curry had no visible cuts to the quads. No separation. At least Big Ramy had big legs. Brandon Curry's legs were still undersized. Even though Brandon Curry did come in bigger than he was last year and bigger than he was in 2019, in my opinion anyway. That's what a lot of people were saying. Now, guys, this is the night show. And like I said, Big Ramy definitely looked a lot better for the night show. He dried out a little bit more, and he tanned up a little bit more. And the lighting is also a lot better, because I gotta say, the lighting for prejudging was pretty fucking bad. I don't know what it is about the Arnold Classics, about the Mr. Olympia contests, but all the prejudging shit you see, the lighting sucks. Prejudging, the lighting sucks. See, look at Big Ramy's midsection. It looks like he has a film of water throughout his midsection. And I say it all the time. Big Ramy should come in at 275 pounds, ripped to the bone, okay? He might lose a little bit of size, but I just think he would look a little more aesthetic and just a little bit better. His quads are just way too big. They're just way too big, and they're actually overpowering his upper body. Okay, so like I said, if he dropped like 10 pounds, 12 pounds, 13 pounds, somewhere around there, I think he would look a little bit better. And I think last year, he was just so much more tightened up than this year. Looks a little sloppy compared to last year. I mean, don't get me wrong, he was probably the best one up on that stage. Then I would say Hadi Choopan. I really did like Hadi Choopan. I think he looked really good, but you know what? He doesn't know English. He really doesn't know English much. He's from Iran, and it's very hard to get into this country. And, so it's hard for him to compete around the world and in America. And you got to compete in America. You know what I mean, guys? That's where a lot of the biggest shows are in America. Don't get me wrong. You got a lot of the Grand Prix and shit. But Hadi Choopan will never place first at any Mr. Olympia contest, no matter what he looks like. I said that about Big Ramy, but at least Big Ramy learned how to speak English. He learned how to speak English. He ended up coming over to America, living in America for a while. That's what Hadi needs to do. He needs to come over to America. But the thing is, I don't think he can, because he's from Iran. And I don't know, with Donald Trump not being the president anymore, I don't know what's going on with the immigration status in America. But I know when Donald Trump was the president, he wasn't letting anybody in from Afghanistan, Iran. He had a travel ban on all those countries. But at least Hadi Choopan was able to compete the past couple of years, which is great because he does have one of the best physiques in bodybuilding. If he was 5'7", 5'8", man, oh man, I don't know. I think he could have been a Mr. Olympia winner back in 2019 maybe, or 2020 even last year. He looked good last year, but I think he just looked a little bit better this year. And people say he has a shitty back, but I don't think so. I think he's got a better back than Big Ramy. Big Ramy's missing half of his lower back. But I digress again. So guys, let me know what you think about this version of Big Ramy. Do you like the prejudging version of Big Ramy or the night show version of Big Ramy? Do you think Hadi Choopan should have won the whole show? Do you think Brandon Curry should have placed second? Guys, let me know in the comment section below what you think, because I think Big Ramy was the rightful winner, but I think Hadi should have placed second. Mikey from Mikey's Iron Rage. Peace out, guys.